MAC action for Tuesday night, Tuesday the 10th of November. And I love this time of year as we're going to have some football every day of the week for the next 3 weeks. So I like this one a lot. Tonight I've got one best bet for you, and I'll have that for you at the very end. So make sure, if you haven't done so, you leave comments, tell us who you like, and get in on all of our best bets every day here at Picks Parlays. I'll be having a live show today, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, either me or some of our other experts here at Picks Parlays. So make sure you get in on that. If you haven't done so, leave in the comments who you like for tonight. Got 3 games. So my best bet will be at the end. And of course, everybody else is paying for that. You're getting it for free here at our live show. All my live shows, I give out my best bets for that day or the next day. So Akron at Ohio is a game we're looking at first. Ugly matchup because the Akron team is very bad. Ohio 27.5-point favorites, up from 24.5 where it opened. And the total at 59.5, up from 56.5. And I don't see how anybody plays Akron after watching last week. I mean, they gave up 50 to Western Michigan, and Western Michigan took their foot off the pedal. I think they could have scored in the 60s easily. Ohio, Rourke, I believe, is their quarterback, the freshman quarterback. Of course, his brother. We all know his brother and won a lot of money betting with his brother several years there at Ohio. But hey, his brother's got an even stronger arm. Very accurate. Last week they had dual threat quarterback, but I do think this week you're just going to see mostly him unless it's in the red zone where they bring in the running quarterback. I like Ohio minus 27.5. I think this one's not close. I think maybe even a better play, maybe playing Ohio in the first half. I see it anywhere from 14 to 17, so shop that around those U.S. sports books to make sure you get the best number in the first half. But for the game, it's seeing at 27.5, and I do like Ohio. Let's see. Stephen Miller likes Kent State. We're getting to that game next. 20.5. Of course, if Akron's not the worst team, then Bowling Green is in the MAC. And we see Bowling Green hosting in Kent State here. The line 20.5. Kent State's favored by 20.5, up from 17.5. And the total's down to 55.5, which is kind of a little surprising because this Bowling Green defense is terrible. I like the over here, over 55.5. I wouldn't talk you off that Kent State at 20.5. Stephen Miller, but I think the stronger play is on the over. I think Kent gets 40 by themselves, so I do think this one gets pushed over. I was thinking 45-17, so that would easily get this total. So over 55.5. Like I said, my best play is in the late game, so I will get to that last. Don't forget, if you haven't done so, leave in the comments who you like. We got MAC action Tuesday. We're gonna have MAC action on Wednesday. Also, I have usually my show between 4 and 5, and then we have our live cap on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with Nick Parsons and Allie Burns. They go look at NFL week ahead, for NFL Week 10, and then on Friday we have our College Football Friday with Allie, Nick, and then they always have an expert, either me, Sean Higgs. We've got multiple cappers that come on, so we'll have 3 cappers to look at live cap at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time Wednesday and Friday. And I will have a live every day this week. Tuesday, up through Friday, I'm going to be traveling to Vegas. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'll be having a live show. All right, so let's see. Kent State will cover. I think it's going to be higher scoring than that. I think they'll cover. Let's see, Buffalo over 57. I'll cover that here in a second. They like Buffalo 7.5. Do you think Bowling Green can score enough to cover the total? I think Bowling Green gets mid-40s themselves. So, yeah, I do think that's the case. All right, so last game. And like I said, don't forget, if you haven't done so, hit that thumbs up. Share with your friends. Tell them about us either on YouTube or on Facebook. And hit that share, like, subscribe, and make sure you don't miss out when we go live. All right, so last game, my best bet of the day. This is what everybody's paying for over at the website. Miami, Ohio at Buffalo. Now, remember, I live in Ohio, so I'm very familiar with Miami of Ohio. I live in Cincinnati. It's about a 45 minutes to an hour drive to see the campus there in Oxford at Miami of Ohio. Miami is much improved this year, but it's a big task to compete with this Buffalo team. This Buffalo team, very good. Line opened at 9. Now it's only 7.5, total at 56.5. And Buffalo did win and win easy, but they gave up, what, 30 some points last week? That's not, this Buffalo defense was really, really good last year. One of the top 10 in pretty much every defensive category. Their offensive and defensive line are really good, but their turnovers are the only reason they won and covered that game. If Miami of Ohio can avoid the turnovers, I think Miami of Ohio can win this game. But to me, I think the safer play is going to be the over 56.5. And here's what I like about Buffalo. Buffalo defense, they're so good. They create opportunities, easy opportunities for their offense, short fields. So I do think they'll get a couple of those. I do think Miami, Ohio, we saw that they could move the ball last week. They're going to be able to move the ball. I think it's going to be more late. I think it's going to take some getting used to the size and the speed of both the offensive and defensive line of Buffalo that is by far, I think, the best in the conference. So I do think you probably play, if you like Buffalo, I'd play them in the first half. If you like the over, I would play just for the game at 56.5. I think Miami, Ohio will be the play in the second half, though, as they get used to that speed and size. So, all right. So that's our three plays. My best bet, the over in the Buffalo game, 56.5, I believe. 56.5. I like the over in the Kent State game, and I like Ohio minus 27.5. So, yes, I know I'm on the public overs and the favorite, but sometimes in these MAC games, it's just such a mismatch. I think the one game that you could see a cover and even an upset would be that Miami Ohio game, because I think Miami Ohio is much improved, and I do think Buffalo will win the first quarter and in the first half. I just think once you see that speed and size, and then you would make adjustments second half, I think the second half Miami Ohio is going to have something for them. So, but I think that pushes this one over. That's why I like the over as my best bet. So, all right, guys. So if let's see, we got some comments here. See, Joshua McElroy likes Miami, Ohio. I mean, I'm telling you, Miami, Ohio is a really good team. I think Miami, Ohio was about 4 years ago. I mean, they were at the bottom of the conference. Since then, they've really done a good job rebuilding. And, I mean, Cincinnati, being in and around from Cincinnati, it's a very great recruiting area. So that's what they do. They usually get the Bearcats and Ohio State pass over. Miami and a lot of these other MAC schools too come in and scoop them up, and they've done a good job with the recruiting classes there at Miami, Ohio. So I think that's the live underdog for tonight, but I think the better play is going to be on the over in that one. So, all right, guys. So everybody have a great night. We'll be back again between 4 and 5 tomorrow. We'll have MAC action tomorrow, and then of course the live cap with Allie and Nick will be on at 6 o'clock Eastern time, talking the NFL Week 10. We'll have 4 or 5 plays, and I'm not sure who they have on this week, if they have the professor or if I'm going to be on. I really don't know. I let Allie and Nick kind of take care of that. So, all right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you again.